You're drowning. Not literally, but you know the feeling. The workload is piling up. The stress is unbearable. You haven't slept properly in days, and somewhere around 2 a.m., you're lying there staring at the ceiling, exhausted, overwhelmed, and completely alone in it. And yet, if someone asked you tomorrow, "Hey, do you need any help?" you'd smile, and you'd say, "No, I'm fine. I've got it." Why do we do that? Why does asking for help feel so impossibly hard, even when we're barely holding it together? Today, we're going to talk about the psychology behind people who can't ask for help. And I want you to pay attention, because this might be the most honest thing you've heard about yourself in a long time. It didn't start recently. For most people who struggle to ask for help, it started in childhood, in a home where asking for things didn't feel safe. Maybe your needs were dismissed. Stop being so dramatic. Maybe the adults around you were dealing with their own storms, and you learned early on, don't add to the weight. Maybe you asked for help once and nothing came, so you stopped asking. Over time, you became the strong one, the reliable one, the one who figures it out. And that identity, that role, started to feel like your entire personality. Psychologists call this self-reliance as a trauma response. It's not strength, it's a survival strategy that got stuck. You didn't choose to be this way. You were trained to be this way. Here's what goes on inside the mind of someone who can't ask for help. First, there's the fear of being a burden. The moment you think about reaching out, this voice appears. They have their own problems. I shouldn't bother them. It's not that serious. You minimize your own pain to protect other people from having to care about you. Then there's the shame. Needing help feels like proof of something, that you're not capable enough, not strong enough, not enough, period. So you hide the struggle. You perform okayness like a full-time job. And then there's the control. When you've been let down before, when people weren't there for you when you needed them, you learn to depend only on yourself, because at least you won't disappoint you. Asking for help means trusting someone, and trust feels like a risk you can't afford. So instead, you carry it all, quietly, alone, until your body or your mind forces you to stop. And here's what that costs you. It costs you connection. Real intimacy requires vulnerability. When you never let anyone in, never let anyone help you, you keep relationships at surface level. People can love you without ever really knowing you. It costs you your health. Chronic stress, anxiety, burnout, these are not random. They are what happens when one person tries to carry what was meant to be shared. And here's the painful irony. The people who struggle most to ask for help are usually the first to help others. You show up for everyone. You give endlessly. But when it comes to receiving, you shut down, because somewhere deep inside, you believe that your needs matter less, that you have to earn the right to need something. You don't. You never did. So what does it look like to change this? It starts with a reframe. Asking for help is not weakness. It's not failure. It's not being a burden. Asking for help is an act of trust. It's telling someone, I value you enough to let you in. It's allowing the people who love you to actually show up for you. Think about it this way. When someone you love comes to you for help, do you think less of them? Of course not. You feel closer to them. You feel needed. You feel trusted. That's exactly how the people in your life feel when you let them help you. The goal isn't to become dependent on others. The goal is to stop treating your own needs like they're an inconvenience, to understand that you are allowed to be human, to be tired, to not have all the answers, to say, actually, I could use some help with this. That sentence is not defeat. It might actually be the bravest thing you say all week. If you watched this entire video, there's a good chance some part of it hit close to home. So I want to leave you with this. The version of you that learns to never ask for help, they were protecting you. They kept you safe when the world felt uncertain. Thank them for that. But you don't have to live there anymore. You are allowed to need people. You are allowed to let someone carry something with you. You don't have to do this alone.